Hello, I'm Carly. Welcome to Point Blank's Friday Forum Live. We are a music school. We offer BA degrees, which are certified by Middlesex University, as well as a wide range of courses, which include DJing, music production, and sound engineering. If you'd like to find out more about these, just head to our website, pointblankmusicschool.com. Today, we are streaming live from our Pioneer DJ room at Point Blank in London, and I'm joined by our lead DJ instructor, Ben Bristow, and he's going to be demonstrating some sequencing and sampling techniques using the new Pioneer DJS-1000. We are streaming live and we love your questions, so if you do have any, just type them in the comment section and we'll get to them in a bit. Hi Ben.
Hello.
So you've been playing around with this thing for the last few days.
Yeah.
How are you finding it?
I really enjoyed it, yeah. First I was a bit sort of not 100% sure whether I'd get on with it,
right?
Because it hasn't got a platter, which I'm kind of,
yeah,
as a scratch DJ, I quite like having a platter there to be able to manipulate the sound. But once I've sort of had a play around with it, I have really started enjoying using it. Because there's so much creative stuff you can do with it.
Wicked. So can we have a little demo?
Yeah, yeah. So.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, so it's really easy to use, I would say, once you've had a sort of little practice with it.
Yeah.
It's sort of quite intuitive. Obviously, it fits with a CDJ setup nicely because it's exactly the same size as a CDJ, so it kind of just feels right as part of a Pioneer sort of setup. So
you've like demonstrated this in a live performance aspect.
Yep.
Is it any good as a music production tool in the studio?
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, it's obviously a lot in common with MPC, launch pads. All these things have got these kind of 16 pads, and it's like you can get samples on there, quickly splice them up and trigger them and reorder it. It's very hands-on. So for people who like sort of bits of hardware rather than just clicking the mouse and sequencing in a
more fun,
exactly, yeah. It's more like you feel like you're creating music sort of live.
And I guess it's similar as well to the Ray's SP16, I think. Although this is obviously a lot more DJ friendly.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a CDJ, and you can use it with CDJs. Can you just talk us through some of the key features?
Yeah. So basically, you've got these 16 pads. I mean, you can load in existing projects that come built in with the device, or you can like create your own out of sample packs, or you can be recording stuff from your tracks that you're playing. But basically, you can just trigger the pads, and it's just like a drum machine.
Yeah.
But then you've got these 16 sequencer kind of buttons down the bottom here, so you can record a sequence. And then here on the right-hand side, you've got the which bar of the sequence you're in. So you can do a 4-bar pattern. So if I press Shift and pattern, it's showing me that currently I'm doing a 2-bar pattern. So, or I could make it a 4-bar pattern, so that you just specify how long you want it to be. So now it's a 1-bar pattern. I'm going to actually just delete everything that I did just then. So if I hold that button down, I can just delete all the instances of that particular, or any of those sounds basically. So basically when you select a pad, these are related to where that is triggered in the sequence. So if I wanted the kick to be on the first beat of the bar, you can see there in bar 1, which is the sequence, it's playing on, it's hitting on those 2 points. So if I then wanted the snare, press that to select that pad, and then now you can see that it's being triggered there. Or you can record in live. So if you press record and trigger stuff, it's going to remember where you triggered it.
Cool.
Yeah, so you might be doing this live and then you decide, actually, I don't like that pattern, so you can just quickly get rid of that particular sound. And then you've got, obviously, a tempo adjustment here, so you can sync this with a CDJ. Mm-hmm. So this is where you could be playing a set and then doing stuff live over the top of your tracks, and it all stays in sync. And you've got, you know, the tempo range button, the same as on a CDJ. Mm-hmm. So you can... You've got these nudge buttons, so sometimes when you're syncing it does drift a touch, but you can sort of nudge it back in sync with those two buttons there. And then, I mean, there's so many different options. Even per track or sample, you can press on one of them and then you get all these different options, like, you know, the playback option, whether there's effects assigned to it. There's lots of different windows where you can get a bit more deep into kind of changing the settings of particular cells and stuff. And you've got an effects section as well, so you can add sort of effects by pressing the effects button. Mm-hmm. You've got lots of different effects which can be applied to the entire sequence, or you could individually apply an effect to a particular track or sample. So there's lots of different options for it.
Can we see that in action?
Yeah, so if I select high pass filter, for example, now if we get that sample or that sequence going, let's record a couple of more bits in. So now if I press on, it's going to start doing a high pass filter effect. Same as, similar to the effects on the 900 Nexus, you know. Or yeah, so if let's say I wanted an effect on that particular track, then I could click into it and then you see you've got the option to add effects to a particular track itself. So let's do like a phaser, and then you've got all these different options here, so you can change the speed of it, you know, how loud it is, the mix ratio, so you can hear that's kind of, you can kind of hear it's adding that effect over that. Yeah, so lots of different options really. I mean, one of the cool features I really like is the ability to play any sample, it pitch sort of shifts it, or not shifts it, but it gives you a scale for that sample. So, say I've selected that and I press scale, now all of these.
Amazing.
So you can actually play notes out of just a particular little sound that you've selected.
Cool.
It'll be good fun.
We've got a question
Yeah.
From Sadiq. How much can I prepare my sets on my laptop before using the DJS-1000?
Well, you can save, I mean, you can create new kits and projects on here directly and then save it. So if I go to the project window, if I'd added loads of different samples to an existing project and I wanted to save it as a new one for future use, then I could just save it and then it's on that USB stick. So the next time I know it's going to be exactly the samples I laid out. It's not really like you would play a whole set off of just this though. So it's a bit different to Rekordbox, as in when you're using CDJs, you'd obviously prepare your tracks and beat grid them and stuff. It'd be more like you'd prepare what samples you're going to use over tracks, I would say. Because I think there is a time limit. You can't have full 7-minute long tracks on each cell.
Oh, I see.
As far as I'm aware, that might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's just kind of shorter samples because it's more designed for that kind of thing.
And do we incorporate this into our courses?
Yeah. I mean, we always like to keep up with the new equipment. Obviously, we like to be current with our courses. So, I mean, we've got this unit. I'm hoping we're going to get some more. We've got a couple of the Torres ones as well, which is a very similar way of using it. Yeah. So we will be using this as part of the DJ courses. Yeah, definitely.
Cool. How much is it going to set us back?
It's not actually that bad. It's £1,169, I think.
Okay. Not cheap, but a lot cheaper than a CDJ.
Yeah, so they're retailing for what, 1,900, something like that. So it is cheaper than that. And I mean, if you're a producer and a DJ, it's something that you're going to be able to use both as a bit of studio kit and as well as a live performance tool, obviously.
Yeah. Actually, someone just asked, you know, is it a standalone piece of kit? Well, it can be, but it
can be. Yeah. I mean, you don't need a computer with it. You can just, I mean, we've just got it connected where the output of this is going into a mixer channel. So obviously you can hear it via a particular channel on the mixer. But I've also connected the send of the mixer into this, so then you can sample live, basically. So you can, look, if you've got a blank cell and you press sampling, when you press that and send a signal into it, it will record it, and then you can have it so that it loops it. So if I turn the mic back on, if I'm sending and returning the mic, which we are at the moment, so then you should see you're getting a signal going into it there. So then you can record your own voice. Record your own voice. Record your own voice. Record your own voice.
Record your own voice. Record your own voice. Record your own voice. Record your own.
So you know that's quite good fun. If you're working with an MC or something, you could quickly sample them and start pitching. Yeah. So yeah, lots of fun.
Wicked. Well, thank you so much.
No worries.
And if you guys would like to know more about DJing or music production, just head to our website, pointblankmusicschool.com, to find out more about our courses. Hope you all have a good weekend. See you soon.